Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. We're hitting at more versions of the Teen Titans today. This time, instead of teams as a whole, we're gonna look at some of the most interesting and weirdest alternate versions of many of the individual team members. So let's take a look at the top 10 alternate versions of Teen Titans Part 2. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Part 1. In the number 10 spot, we have Tiny Titans Jericho. Opening up the list here with the adorable and cuddly little curly-haired toddler Jericho from the Tiny Titans comic series. This version of Jericho is much more lighthearted than most of his counterparts, understandably so, and he loves to play pranks on his friends and Daddy Deathstroke by using his powers to possess people, because possession is super funny and not frightening at all. Coming in at number 9 is Titans East Bumblebee. In the Titans Tomorrow storyline, there exists a version of Bumblebee who belongs to Cyborg's Titans East. Not only is she a member, but she's actually co-leaders with Cyborg, so it's nice to see her in the leadership position. Together, she and Cyborg led this team separately from the Titans of Tomorrow. And to top it off, she is not stuck at 6 inches, another change I'm sure she welcomes with open arms. Open wings. Next at number 8, we have Titans Go Cassie Sandsmark. The comic, not the show, relax. Cassandra from the world of the Teen Titans Go comics was the head of her high school's Wonder Woman fan club, and had an obsession that led her to gaining powers through stealing artifacts from her archaeologist mom. After this, she got the brilliant idea to challenge Donna Troy, but ended up saving her from the villain Trident instead. So she was then offered a place in the Titans Training Academy, of course after her mom punished her for stealing. In the number 7 spot is Injustice Aqualad. This version of Jackson Hyde from the Injustice comics was Batman's ambassador of the seas after the downfall of Superman's regime. However, it turns out his true allegiance lies with Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins, and after Blue Beetle accidentally destroys some of the endangered species of Raz's reserve, he goes ham and calls forth a tsunami to destroy Washington DC, a little angrier than I remember Aqualad being. Coming in at number 6 is DC Bombshells Raven. This version, Rachel Roth, was born of a German mother and a mountain spirit father. However that works, I'm not sure I want to know. She was raised in a small Alps village and taught by her grandfather how to harness her powers. One day, Joker's daughter caught wind of this power being in existence and attacked the village with Killer Frost. She took Rachel for herself and then used her as a pawn for the Nazis. With great power comes great exploitation. Next up at number 5 is Menagerie. Menagerie was the version of Beast Boy that was featured in the world of Kingdom Come. He was recruited by Batman when Superman pulled the Justice League back together with some less than desirable results. Unlike his counterparts, Menagerie can only transform into mythical creatures, the reason for which is not given, but we don't really care because it's unique and pretty cool. Up next at number 4, we got Injustice Cyborg. Actually, Injustice gave us a lot of versions of heroes with spins that were different but enjoyable. Here, Cyborg was a member of Superman's regime, joining after being informed that Superman's parents had been kidnapped. He becomes Superman's eyes and ears for behavior that disrupts the forced peace. Eventually, he becomes privileged to knowledge of unlawful killing Superman has done of defenseless protesters, a pretty big secret that's gonna get you in some kind of trouble. In the number 3 spot is Batman of Titans Tomorrow. The Titans Tomorrow storyline introduced us to a group of Teen Titans who were no longer teens, but rather themselves in the future as a group rebranded the Titans. And these Titans have let their powers get the best of them. Here, Tim Drake has become Batman and is the leader of the group, and he has killed lots of people actually, as he reveals to the Tim Drake of the original Teen Titans with the gun that killed his parents. Something doesn't sit right about that. Coming in at number 2, we have New Order Nightwing. In his own mini-series, Nightwing has become a leader in a crusade against superpowers and weapons in an attempt to clean up the world and rid it of danger. Sounds more like fascism to me. Of course, the tables turn when he ends up needing help from the very people that he is hunting. This series is brand new, and who knows, in the right hands it could end up as perfect movie material. And finally, in the number 1 spot is Flashpoint Starfire. Starfire of the Flashpoint timeline was a member of Wonder Woman's female Furies. In the quest for the Helmet of Faith, Starfire was tasked with burning down a city in Poland. A circus performer of the city, hello Dick Grayson, was able to put an end to the attack by setting a gasoline trap that ignited under Starfire's attack, effectively killing her. Yes, we can't say we ship these two characters in this story arc. Fun fact, this Dick goes on to become not Nightwing, but Dr. Fate. So those were the top 10 alternate versions of Teen Titans Part 2. Let me know in the comment section down below who you want alternate versions of next. My name is Roy Destroya, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.